So this is the last and final piece before the headlight cowl and the belly pan come in. So once those come in, it's honestly just bodywork and paint. That's it. That's the last two pieces of the puzzle for the bike. Everything else is done. The dyno just should have adjusted by now. If not, oh, I need to check the throttle to see if there's any tension. Because when I replaced the handlebars, I might have left tension on the throttle, so that's why it might be idling weird. I'm gonna check that again. I'm just start it up, loosen the throttle, the throttle side, and move it forward a little bit. And if the idle changes, then I left tension on it, and that's why it's idling above 1 grand and it's not really chopping the way it's supposed to. So I'm gonna check that today. But I finally got the tail light for when I cut the tail. I got, let me see, the Live T waterproof 8-inch off-road LED tail light. So everything's integrated. Turn signals, brake, running light, it's all in this. So hopefully it doesn't rain today. If it does, I won't be able to do it today. If it doesn't, I'll check the weather. If it doesn't, then after a workout, I'm gonna come back and get everything set and ready so that I can get started on cutting the tail the way I want to, and wiring this up to it, because this is the first time I've ever done wiring. So this should be easy though. It's just connecting the colors to the other colors. So should be fine. I probably need to get some heat wrap, that way I can secure it. But other than that, it should be pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys through that. This is the last thing before the cowl, the belly pan, and the paint. outside, that's why I have a camera in the garage. But what I ended up doing was apparently the previous apparently the previous owner had did something else with this bike. So he had a bunch of wires going nowhere. So what I did, I just snipped it back to the original wire diagram that's coming from the bike, because he had the negative split up, like just a bunch of different stuff. So what I did, I cut it back to the original wires. I found a wire diagram for it on some forums. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just connect to where that is. Mark the fender down wherever I want to cut it, mount it back up, everything, and make sure everything's good before I finally turn the fender back on and put the, well, I gotta test it, but yeah, so make sure everything's good. I'm about to splice the wires, and now I need to pull them through and mark the fender first, and once I get done with that, then I'm gonna start connecting the wires. So yeah, so this is how the bike currently looks with the tail at stock length. So plan is to cut it possibly right around there. We'll see though. I'll mark it off and see how much I like it. So this wire right here is the OEM wire harness for the tail light. It has all the original wires that I need instead of all the extras. And I've already taped off the parts that I want to get cut off. So the tail's going to get shortened to around midway, I guess you would say. Around mid. So get that cut off. Find out which one of those I want to cut and adapt to really fit the new, I guess, the new style tail. That way I can tape, well, I can put the LED strip on there and just hook it back up to there after I wire everything back up. I have to use my phone now because the camera died, but there's the new tail light. All the signals work. Let me see. And the brake works, and I checked the throttle. I did have it positioned too far back. Now it's chopping the way I wanted to. So yeah, that's the way she looks now with the fender shaved.